The Karnataka government's decision to invite Booker Prize winning author and activist Banu Mushtaq to inaugurate the Dasara celebrations at Mysuru has sparked a row. BJP leader Pratap Simha has questioned why a Muslim should be invited to a Hindu religious event. The author has refused to comment on the BJP leader's remark, but she said that she has been invited and that she would go. 77-year-old Banu Mushtaq won the prestigious Booker Prize this year for her short story anthology. The 12 short stories were written over 3 decades. They capture the daily lives of Muslim women in southern India and deal with patriarchy and gender inequality. Former BJP MP Pratap Simha said that he respects Mushtaq's achievements but opposed the state government's decision to get her to inaugurate the Dasara festivities in Mysuru. The BJP has questioned the choice of Banu Mushtaq for the Dasara celebrations, alleging that inviting someone with no faith in Hindu dharma is an attempt to hurt Hindu sentiments. Hitting back, Karnataka's Home Minister G. Parmeshwara said that Dasara is a state festival that belongs to all and should not be confined to any single caste or religion. Now we have my colleague Mohammad Wajiullah joining us live from Bengaluru with the latest. Waji, talk to us. BJP leader Pratap Simha questioning why should Banu Mushtaq be invited to, to kick off the Dasara festivities in Mysuru, and Karnataka's Home Minister, G. Parmeshwara himself, hitting back and saying this is not just a Hindu festival, it's a state festival.
Well, yes, Pisha, the invitation to Banu Mushtaq for the Dasara celebrations has now become a political standoff between both the BJP and the Congress. BJP leader Pratap Simha was the first one to raise the objection, saying, because he also belongs to the Mysuru region, and he went on to point out how Banu Mushtaq, who has no relationship with Chamundeshwari, who has no relationship with the entire festival. She has been she has been invited as the chief guest. So it doesn't make sense to have her as the chief guest. And he also points out how he's not against her religion or her status, but she's not somebody who agrees with the ideology. Therefore, instead of calling her, they should have called somebody else with what he had raised the objection. That is where the Congress leaders raised their objection to his statement, saying that your sole intention of not allowing her was the fact that she's a Muslim writer, and that was one of the reasons. And they also pointed out how in the past, when the Vadaya dynasty, under whose leadership or under whose kingship the entire Dasara festival is celebrated in Karnataka, when they lost power and Tipu and Hyder Ali were in power, they were the ones who were running the Dasara festival. Under the Diwan system, it was Mirza Ismail, Diwan of Mysore, who was running the entire festivals of Dasara in Mysuru. Therefore, Muslims have held prominent positions in conducting the entire cultural event. Therefore, the appointment of Banu Mushtaq, the invitation to her, should not be taken in bad light. They also pointed out just a few years back, Nasir Ahmed, another prominent Kannada writer belonging to the Muslim faith, was also invited. At that time, there was no hue and cry. Why such a hue and cry now? And it has now been backed by other BJP leaders. You have Shobha Karandlaje, who have come out and said that the person, Banu Mushtaq, we are not questioning her credential, but she is somebody who does not believe in the idea of idol worship. Will she bend down and prostrate in front of Chamundeshwari? She will not. Then why invite somebody who will not? So I also personally had a chat with Banu Mushtaq, tried to get a reaction from her, but she clearly maintained that as of now, she will not answer anything. She will come back. She's on a trip to London, and she will respond to all these doubts that have been raised by the BJP, whether she will attend or not. After the hue and cry that we are seeing that has been created with her invitation, we'll have to wait and watch for that, Krishna.
We'll have to wait and watch for that. But Vaji, you're talking about a woman who has won a Booker Prize in Kannada language. Her short story collection was in the Kannada language. The first time ever that a Kannada language text was, won the Booker Prize. She's part of the cultural fabric, in that sense of Karnataka. And more importantly, we are at this stage, we're yet to hear anything from the Chief Minister or the Deputy Chief Minister.
Absolutely. The Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister have not responded to any of these allegations that have been leveled by the BJP. But Parmeshwar, is the Home Minister, has responded saying that yes, Banu Mushtaq has contributed to the cultural upliftment of Kannada, especially. And she's not been doing this from yesterday, but she's been doing it from a very long time. And her prominency as an invitee to the festival gained prominence because she's brought the Kannada language to its peak to an international level under her by writing her book. And that is why this should not be looked into a political stream or in a religious stream, but should be taken it as a part of the cultural effort that Karnataka puts forward. Now, we'll have to wait and watch how the CM responds, but from what we've seen, the Chief Minister's reaction on all such issues, he has been hell-bent and he continues to go ahead with whatever decision he's taken. Now, it remains that Banu Mushtaq will bow down to the pressure of the BJP, which is also highly unlikely, seeing her stature also. But yes, this has become a political face-off between the two of them. Now, the reasons for why her name has been objected by the BJP as various one of the leaders pointed out whether she does not believe in idol worship. But at the end of it, it all comes down to the fact that she's also a person from a different religion. Her old videos where she had commented with regards to idols also has come about, saying that the entire language has been named after the goddess. The Kannada language has been named after the goddess, and this leaves no place for minorities because they do not relate with the idea of idol worship. They do not relate with the idea of kumkuma, and they do not worship the idol like this. Therefore, the language should be all left alone. So that comment of hers in the past has also been raised up by the BJP leaders, and a huge political rout has been created whether an invitation is right or wrong. So this political slugfest will go on till we hear either of the parties, be it the Chief Minister, DCM, clarifying on it, or Banu Mushtaq herself coming out and speaking against it. For now, it is clear that the BJP and the leaders of the BJP have opposed her invitation to the Mysuru Dasara.
Mohammad Wajula, they're getting us the latest on that story from Bengaluru. Thank you, Vaji, for bringing us that update.